Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
Salutations.
You're watching Spilling the Tea. I'm Chasmar.
And I'm Jazzelle, and we bring you the topic that you want to hear.
From the people you want to hear them from.
Yes, God.
So, sorry, you guys, we got a little late start. We had to fit 4 people in this camera.
Yes.
You see, we made it happen.
Yes, honey. It was a little technical difficulty. We worked it out.
I put on my waist trainer. We good.
And if you notice, we have 2 guests with us. Let me introduce you. Our special guest is my fabulous, my bestest friend, Janelle. Oh my God. You've probably seen her doing many performances. You've probably seen her also working at Mocha. Tell us a little bit about what you do at Mocha.
Well, I'm a community health specialist, so I directly do testing and linkage to care. I also host a lot of community-based groups and information-based programs for our community.
Yes, yes. Yes, God. And Mocha is really a strong partner with the Rochester Victory Alliance in all that we do as far as our HIV prevention work. And one of our really special guests today here. This is, I call her Kim, but everybody else knows her as Delicious. Miss Delicious.
Delicious.
Just tell us a little bit about Miss Delicious, honey.
Hey y'all, this is Kim aka Miss Delicious, Rochester's chocolate brownie at the dough. Really excited to be here for Spilling the Tea.
Yes, God.
Because you
Can
know.
we get a cup up to
Can
spill
we get a cup up?
Yes,
the
honey.
tea? Chasmar,
Can we spell?
Cocktail chat, honey.
And I also want to give a quick shout out to my husband, my work husband, Chasmar. He looks so cute.
Thank you.
Always.
I can't hold this paper for the life of me. Yes, God. So one of the reasons why Delicious is here, amongst just chatting with us, is that she's here to talk about and to promote the Mr. and Mrs. Rochester Victory Alliance, the 4th annual Mr. and Mrs. Rochester Victory Alliance. Tell us a little bit, what do you want to see this year?
Well, this year I'm just really excited that it's open to both Mr. and Mrs. It's not just strictly Mrs., which I've always loved a Mr. and Mrs. pageant. Because, you get to sit there and you get to do different things when you perform, and you have a king if you want to do cute little duet and love songs. Sometimes you just don't want to be by yourself. You want a man to grind up on you.
Yes, God.
So, yeah, I'm really excited about that. And then also there's a prize package. Oh.
A prize
Now
package.
sip on that.
Secret.
Now sip on that. So, yes, for all you girls, come out. It's a fabulous, fabulous pageant. So much fun. I'm the current reigning. My sister, Miss Janelle.
I won in 2015, 2016.
So she's our second reigning.
I'm the second Miss Victory Alliance, and it was an amazing platform for me to discuss, and for any of you guys who have issues that are directly community-based. It's a great platform and a great way for you to have a voice.
Yes.
So definitely come out and compete if you're interested in entertainment in any way, because it's going to be imperative that you have a platform to speak about what's most important to you.
Hello.
Yes. So as far as drag, as far as the pageant, how long have you been doing drag?
See, now it's a bit nosy. No,
No.
no, honestly.
Give me a comment. Like, what year you first started?
I'm just going to say I had no business doing what I was doing when I was doing it. I was actually 16.
16.
Okay.
You know what? I think I remember that.
I know you do.
Honey, I remember.
We was around. Yes. And, I was 16, and my first time ever being on stage, it was actually a youth pageant. Not youth pageant. It was a youth drag show that they used to put on downtown at the Riverside, I want to say.
Riverside? I thought it was at Mother's.
No. It was that they used to. You know how it's like downtown the Rivers. It used to be the Riverside. Now it's the.
It's the Holiday Inn now, right?
No,
Not the Holiday Inn.
It's
It's one right by the
it's
river.
called the Rochester Greater Rochester Hotel or something like that.
That's it. It has so
Rochester
many.
Plaza.
Yeah, Rochester Plaza.
It changed so many times.
And it has it done changed. But yeah, they
Hi,
they have
Bella.
a beautiful ballroom. A beautiful ballroom, and my first queen I ever saw was Miss Naomi Kane, the owner of Mother's, Naomi,
yes.
which actually where I first met
Rest in
Janelle.
peace.
Yes.
Yes, rest in peace. Yes, me and Janelle, that's when you first met.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
And I was out and about, and I was there. Naomi threw me on stage, and girls, that was it. I got a taste, girl. I got everything, all my life.
You know what? The first time I seen you perform, it was at Mother's, and you had like this bright yellow wig on.
Oh, Lord. That was my first time performing.
And
That was your first time?
Yes, it was.
it was at Mother's.
They put me in the paper for that one. That was my
Yes,
first picture in the
and
paper.
she had performed Get Your Freak On by Missy Elliott. Yes, she did.
Yeah.
It was Hot Boys. It was Missy.
It was a Hot Boys?
It was Hot Boys.
Damn, my memory's fucked
You knew it was Missy.
We got studio audience.
Yes, we do.
Oh, hi, audience. First lady that got a little loose with the tongue. But yeah, I remember your first time performing.
What was that? Doing what?
You did Baby Boy. No, you did Deja Vu.
No,
At Mother's?
I didn't. It was my first time.
That was your first time?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, that was
But
when
you
won your
performed
first-
it though, right?
No, she performed it as
I did
she
not.
won.
You gave that?
She won the she won the You won that night.
Yes, I did win that.
Yes.
I was Miss Gay Youth of. We will keep that year.
Yes, I remember. Yes, yeah.
You
Keep
were
it
in
secret.
prison.
She was the
was
yes,
at
she was
that
the
thing.
Oh my God.
I was. But my first time I did Crazy in Love, and I actually competed for that crown a year before, but I had lost to someone. I came in first runner-up, and so then I came back and I ended up winning again. But that's when I performed Deja Vu. You know, I was in love with Beyonce, and who wouldn't be in love with Beyonce? But
Oh, that's my girl.
that's your girl.
That's my girl.
Yes.
You guys stop what you're doing and like and share this post so others can see
Yes.
and join.
Yeah,
so we want you
we
to
got
share
a bunch of
it.
people talking on
We
there.
want you to
anyway.
share it. I'm
What are
keeping
they
up with it
talking
right
about?
over here on my side. I got it linked. I see Tawan, we got Bella, we have Jay Rizzo, Kimi,
Hey,
Devin,
Touch your phone.
Jay, Mega, Tamika. Hi, Tamika.
Hey, Mika.
So what we want you guys to do is take a second right now and just share this video so we can
Yes.
share it and let other
Give
people
us
see
those
it.
hearts. Give us those
Definitely.
love.
Give us lots of love.
Yes, lots of love. And please, any questions you want to ask for any one
I
of
don't know
us?
if you guys know this, but I got a little tea of my own.
What's your tea? Where's that come? Ching-a-ling-a-ling.
I performed a few times.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep it quiet.
I've always wanted you to do a show with me, honestly.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Ooh,
Like,
girl,
what kind of show?
don't
Give
get
us-
me
like,
breaking
give
out
us-
the
give us-
hills,
Like
man.
to be one of the male leads. Like
I'm a performer, you know, so I love being on stage, you know. It has nothing to do with who I am or whatever the case may be, but I love expressing myself. I'm multi-talented. I love dancing. I love Beyonce.
Of course.
You know.
we all love Beyonce. This is Beyonce piano.
Yeah.
And if you say anything bad about Beyonce, honey, the children will come for you. So
Yes.
just,
Yeah,
Hello.
we have
Yeah,
some
keep it cute.
we have some Beehive members.
yes,
Keep it cute.
yes, honey. I wanted to kind of like, well, before we get into our main topic, let's talk about how long you've been doing drag.
So I will say that I was kind of born into drag with my gay father and my gay mother being really heavy into entertainment and pageants. It was just kind of there for me to do it. And for such a long time, I didn't associate myself with, and I didn't want to be a part of it. And then I moved to Florida, and I was given an opportunity to be a part of a cast over at Southern Nights, and then I moved over to Post Orlando, and I got more in tune with the entertainment side of Janelle, and it has been maybe about 8 years.
Honey, yes, you're a veteran.
I'm going to be honest about how long I've been doing it. Just a little tea. No shade, just a little tea.
Okay, most definitely. And just to do a quick, little put in there, the Rochester Victory Alliance pageant, Mr. and Miss Rochester Victory Alliance pageant is April 29th. The doors open at 7:30 and the pageant starts at 8 o'clock. Miss Delicious will be there.
I will be present.
And honey, giving you all the ones and twos.
Yes.
Threes and
honey.
fours,
You shall I come to left?
fives and
And-
sixes, sevens and eights.
And booga booga.
This is the first year we having, like you said before, first year we having a Mister.
Yes.
And we're very, very, very excited about that. So please, if you are interested in competing, go on www.rochestervictoryalliance.org, and there you can get an application and apply for the pageant. If you apply before April 22nd and you pay a $40 application fee, you get 2 extra points 2 extra points. You hear me, guys? 2 extra points.
Everybody likes extras.
Add to your score to the pageant. So please keep that in mind.
Definitely,
Okay, most definitely.
definitely.
So
Definitely.
yes.
So we also want you guys to ask us some questions.
We're
We're gonna get started on the topic. We're gonna get started on the topic, but feel free to ask us questions because we want to answer your questions as the viewers.
I mean, before we get back to our topic, as far as the contestants, what do you want the contestants to bring? I know you want them to bring personality and a lot of talent, but is anything specific that you want to see them? And even you, that's a question you can answer as
How
well.
much is the entry fee? She stated the entry fee was $40.
For not to get into the actual.
No, but to
okay.
compete for the, yes.
Yes, $40 to get the entry fee. Yes, yes, yes. And all those proceeds, everything that goes to the pageant, it goes to sorry.
Each contestant picks a non-for-profit organization that they're affiliated with. The year I competed, I picked MOCA, where I now work. What is the odds? But you pick a non-for-profit organization that you want to donate your tips and your charity to, and the money that you make during the pageant, people get an opportunity to tip you, and that also increases your point value. And that money is then donated to the non-for-profit organization of your choice. So that's a great way to start the energy, the atmosphere for creating a platform for whatever it is that you think is important in our community.
Please come. I believe all of us is going to be there.
Yeah, we're all present.
We'll all
All
be
of
in
us are present
attendance.
there, so please come up
All
and
be in
turn
attendance.
up.
Yeah, like you were saying, all I ask is that I want every contestant just to bring their problems to the dance floor. Express yourself.
I like that.
Just
I
let
like
loose.
that.
Anything you got upset, you reach in and just broadcast it. Let loose. Enjoy yourself. It's fun. It's really, really fun.
Definitely.
It's
Ooh, y'all
really
make
a
me
lot of
wanna
fun.
get on stage.
You
Well,
should.
come on. And bring your problems to, yes.
I think my expectation for the contestants is to put your best foot forward, not to concern yourself with other contestants that are entering, but to remember to create a package in your mind, how you want to express yourself, and bring that package to life and share it with everyone. That's the best way to compete for a title. If you're consumed with the other contestants, then your heart may not be in the right place. But I want you to put your best foot forward, and I'm looking to see people elevate. I'm looking to see greatness, and I'm looking to see your dreams and visions brought to life and on display for us to see.
And that was our contestant number one.
Yes, honey, that was a pageant.
That was a
pageant.
pageant, yes.
I already won.
Oh my God. So one of my topics today, and it's an elusive topic, but it's a trade, honey. All kinds of sorts of trade.
Wait. So now do you guys know the definition of trade?
Listen,
Oh, I think we need to discuss
I
that.
pulled up
you
my bookfish, honey. I have pulled up some actual definition of what trade really means. Now, from what I heard, honey,
Tell me what you heard.
the definition has
Church bells ringing.
the definition has changed over time. It has went from one thing to another, and just because it stands the test of time, it had changed. But the original definition is men. I'm about to break it down. This is very structured here, so we're gonna elaborate a little bit more.
We're going to break it down.
Yes, men falling in the category of trade are not gay identified. Historically, the motivations may at times include a desire for emotional fulfillment and admiration, but the term often refers to a straight man who partners with a gay man for economic benefit, either through direct cash payment or through other more subtle means, gifts, tuition payments, and etc.
Talk about that.
They tried it.
Yeah, so
Talk about
it used to be a
that.
trade, because it used to be trade for good.
I thought trade was the definition of a DL man who had encounters with either trans people or MSM individuals, and it wasn't necessarily a sex for pay kind of situation, because we kind of laugh about girls paying the trade.
Shaking that
So
purse?
I didn't
Yeah.
think that was directly connected, but it's good to know.
The original.
Well, that's the
Original
that's
trade.
And it's funny because I've seen a definition before. When I was younger, I looked up a gay dictionary, the original definition. But when I started going into the community, I realized trade had taken on a different kind of meaning. So trade is just like any DL or heterosexual man that deals with gay men or
That's
transgender women.
That's true.
People.
Well, child, it was trade. I don't know what they got this generation.
Trade.
Trout.
Because
Is it trade or
Why
trout?
do you say trout? Why do you say trout?
That is the question of the day.
Trout is trout. Well, we all know what trout is. Trout is a fish. So when I say trade or trout, I mean, is it giving you a masculine, quiet situation, or is it giving you a open, gossipy situation like a female?
One of the girls.
Because the guys now have the ability and have been doing for a while something that women and female figures get kind of directly associated with, and that's talking so much.
Yeah.
The trade are not trade anymore, because if you're talking about the experience, then it's not a secret.
Right.
That's true. It's just a way of life.
Right.
So is it trade or trout?
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
No, that's some
Question of the day, honey. Yes. Is that a tea moment?
That's a
That's a
tea
tea
moment,
moment.
baby.
Moment.
So my question is, can you make? Because we all know there's community trade.
Down.
Now, I think that directly falls under the category of what our definition of trade was.
Yes.
Our definition of trade originally is a guy you have, the experience was great, and you say, here, girl, you need to try
Get your
this.
piece, yes.
You trade him with your girlfriend. Have this and see what it's like, see what it's giving.
The trade.
Because it's giving
You
life to
trade
me.
him off, girl. Give me a dress and I'll give you this piece.
They get in tune with it.
So-
Can you turn community trade
Beautiful.
into a boyfriend?
Thank you.
It all depends on the trade, and the reason why I say this is because they say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but
That happens.
That happens.
People do that a lot of
yes.
times.
So I mean, it all depends on where the trade's mind can be.
I don't think you can turn a piece of trade into a husband, but that's just my opinion.
You can't?
No.
So my question is, because speaking as far as transgender women in general, because I think sometimes people get it kind of construed. There's men out there who prefer dating transgender
Oh,
women,
definitely.
just like there's heterosexual men who date multiple fishes, women, natural born women, cisgender women, I always
Yes,
say,
a cisgender
woman, and so that's just what they like. So if a guy who prefers transgender women as dating, as sexual partners, as in relationships, whether they do either or, are they considered trade?
They're not considered trade. I don't think that
No, I wouldn't consider them trade. I wouldn't consider them trade.
Trade is dibbling dabbling in everything.
Yes, and I think we use the term entirely too loosely now, so the definition is actually being altered because so many young people that are in the lifestyle and so many people that are associated with the lifestyle have adapted our slang and
yes, and it's
now it's a
construed.
term. Now it's a term used for masculine.
and now it's a term used directly with masculinity for a gay man or for even a trans woman who's acting or carrying on masculine
A trans
ways.
woman or a trans?
I never heard
Girl,
that before.
we have said it to one another. We have said it to
What, she
girl.
act
You
like-
acting
she act
like a
like a
trade,
Okay.
trade?
girl.
Yes, okay.
Hi, Chicago. Thank you for tuning in,
Hey,
dear.
Chi-Town.
Thank you
Do
for
we have
tuning in.
do we have any questions, Chasmar? Do we have anything?
Richard and Ollie.
Any questions?
Do you have any questions? Any feedback from the
Oh no, we haven't got any questions yet. Just a lot of
Everybody, just a lot of
people
love.
saying they love us and that thank you so much.
Thank you for the love.
Thank you
We
for the
appreciate
love.
it so
Share,
much.
You guys be sure to share this
Yes.
post because we want it to grow and we want everyone to see us and we want to give you guys an opportunity to be on this show.
Yes, it's so much fun. I'm having a ball.
Yeah.
And what's funny is because sometimes I remember back in a long time ago.
Back in a long time ago, I
Yeah,
like
a long
that.
time ago, honey. One of us sitting here used to act like a trade too.
Is that a T moment?
Girl with my baggies on.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was the look to give, you know. That's
But let me
that's
tell
the look
you,
that
I
everyone
wasn't
attracted
hiding
to.
from nobody
Yeah.
because everybody that was gay could call a spade, and they told me, "Girl, you is a queen, and you need to stop acting
She
like you
is your
somebody's."
queen.
So,
I broke out.
Yes, honey.
No,
You
that's
must
right.
kick the door
She
down.
said, freak out.
My first function, it was the first time I came up in drag. My first ball.
What's your
I walked up
drag
in drag.
name?
Charmaine.
Charmaine.
Oh my
Ooh,
God,
who
I like Charmaine.
Okay,
That's a real
who gave
woman.
me that? Who gave me that name?
Real
Charmaine. Auntie Pumpkin?
Yeah, Pumpkin gave me that
Of
name.
course, Auntie Pumpkin, and her name is
I
Pumpkin.
love pumpkin.
I love Auntie Pumpkin. If you
Baby.
catch Auntie, like Auntie
She was the
Pumpkin.
first person to tell me. She said,
Marquand
you was a
Williams.
queen. I don't know who you hired
Auntie
from.
Pumpkin, no.
I said, you better get out my
But see, that's the
face.
thing. I call that the new drag. When you have these gay men who are really, really feminine down, sometimes they perpetuate a look of heterosexualism. I don't know if that's a word.
I mean, definitely. Definitely, I
And it's
agree.
called the new drag. You know what I mean?
I
Drag is
agree.
illusions.
That's real.
I was
real?
gonna,
That's real.
Would you agree with me in that?
Yeah, but that's real. That's not trade.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say, I think I think reality based, you know, in life as an adult, for one, you change due to experience and due
I'm
to
supposed to realize
things
that.
that you've been through. You change naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So I think as an adult, you search to find who you really. I mean, as a young adult, you search to find who you really are.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see guys who change their image and they go from more femme to a little more masculine, I just directly look at it as them growing up. I don't necessarily look at them perpetuating an illusion, because as for us as adolescent women, we conducted ourselves one way, and now as adult women, we conduct ourselves
And
totally
totally
different,
different,
Yeah.
and that's
right.
attributed to growth and experience. So
Yeah.
I won't necessarily say it's. I think a lot of times the MSM, the gay boys, they get a lot of slack for that. As to where for me, I don't necessarily give them slack for that. I'm an equal opportunist, and I like for people to be
Amen.
who they are, and whatever
Whoever
is
they
going to
are.
allow you to be at your best in confidence and at your best in comfortability, then do that, because that's the only way you're going to project positivity into this world that we live in and be able to live out your fullest and be great. So I think it's just it comes with age and experience.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
We all go through
That's
changes.
about what?
Yeah.
We had
That's
another
why
T
we all go
moment
through
because she used to be
changes.
selling it. God damn.
They are giving me slack over here.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Yes.
First lady,
So,
yes.
another question, well, I think another question should be, is do you think that gay men or transsexual women, you know, or transsexual men, but, you know, we don't have a transsexual man up here to really speak from their own experience, but a transsexual
That would be
woman,
good. That'd be a good show.
that would be, yes, if there's any
Message.
transsexual men out there who want to come on, please inbox me.
Reach
or
out.
Let
tell
us
me.
know.
Reach out.
Let us know.
I have someone who
We'd
would be
love
great.
to have you on.
Their spouse is watching.
They are?
Yeah.
Hi, spouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
Uh-huh. Nephew.
Yeah.
Talk to my nephew.
Well, do you think that some gay men and some transsexual women, in your opinion, who deal with the trade and turn them into like a relationship, that you think there's like some type of like dishonesty or some insecurities within them?
Wait.
Within the
Within the gay man or transsexual
oh, Tracy, okay.
For dealing with the trade.
trade?
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like me to answer? Because I
I
have
don't get
some.
it.
Okay,
It just
so I
went
think,
right over my
I think
head.
the question is
I didn't
if
remember.
you or Chasmar or myself or Giselle were dating a piece of trade,
Okay.
and we then made them a serious monogamous relationship, or we then got married to that individual. Is there some kind of issue with us, a distorted thought or a distorted
Or
vision of
even,
what we think?
or even if the trade is going to be that come to you at night, then leave you, but yet you still feel this connection, or you're like basically, are you being honest with yourself, or your insecurities showing from being?
So are we talking about having a trade or making a trade the husband?
Let's talk about having
Just
a
having a
trade.
trade.
having a
Okay.
trade.
Yeah.
And is there an
Okay.
issue with the person that is allowing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's definitely an issue.
You think so?
There's definitely a level of, I think, insecurity for most trans women. Now, I won't say that that's an issue in its entirety, just because some people are into hooking up. Some people don't want relationships. Some people are strictly into hooking up. So that's okay for them. But for the trans people or the people that are involved in the LGBTQ community that make these people their husband or their significant other, and this person is not meeting the qualifications or the criteria based around it, then there is a level of distorted vision or mental thought behind that, in my opinion.
No, which to carry off what you're saying, I totally agree with that. There's no reason why either straight, gay, anybody should sit there, and it's kind of like you're degrading yourself. You just let them do whatever they want to do to you
Well, what if you enjoy it?
for free.
I was waiting to go there.
I know you was
going there. I was
Now-
going there.
Okay,
That's
so
the
you brought it up. So
Well, so,
I-
no,
that's
just to
the
be
tea.
honest about this
That's
is
the
tea.
tea.
We're being very honest
that's a whole
children.
nother show, honey.
We're being
I don't want
honest.
it. That's a whole
No, but you know what?
topic, a whole
Understand.
nother show.
But
Hi,
like my
Chase.
sister said, yes, some people like to hook up because there's sometimes I like to hook up and it's hot and it's cute, that heat of the moment when it's nice outside and you hot and bothered and things happen, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? But for it to be a continuous thing and then you're wondering why you're lonely because you're choosing to put yourself and be treated in that manner. People only treat you the way that you allow them to treat you. And I had to learn that myself. And it's a learning fact. This also is another reason why I'm happy that we're doing this right now, to talk to some people who might be feeling these things,
Yes.
to let you know you're not the only one, Mimi.
Mimi,
You're not Mimi, but why you want to deny yourself love and happiness? It's okay. This is why I love it. For now, you see that you have girls who understand, and gentlemen and ladies. And it's cool. Reach out, talk, ask a question. You're not the only one that it happens. This is why there's places like Mocha for you to come
Yes.
to
Yes.
get to meet girlfriends who
Shout
can help
out.
nourish you.
So 189 North
Was
Water
that-
Street,
Yeah.
Suite 1.
There we go.
Mocha.
Yes, and for you to be able to go there and talk to other girls that can shine some light to let you know, baby, it's not okay to be used and be a bath mat for free.
For free.
Yes.
For free.
Preach.
And I mean, I feel like a lot of it is attributed to when you are young and you're trans, you don't know in what avenues to go. For so long, gender markers have not been as open to trans people on different dating websites and social sites. There isn't a trans side, or if you go on OkCupid to find someone to go on a date with, there isn't a marker for trans. So a lot of times you're forced to keep who you are a secret in order to find someone to be okay with. So a lot of times, with that being so uncomfortable, people will settle for trade, to have an experience,
Now
because
everybody
they don't
has,
know where to find them.
now everybody has to settle. Sometimes it's just a part of life.
Yeah.
You mean unless you can build what you want, that's the only way you're going to be happy. And
Miss
then even
Roch-
if you do, you're not going to want it because you have no challenge.
Shout out to Miss Rochester.
Yes, shout out, hey, Miss
Hey,
Belay.
Miss Belay. Hello.
Um,
Miss Rochester is tuning in.
She's
Right.
Like and share,
yes.
Veronica.
Yes,
Like
Belay,
and share.
yes. By that
So
being
I think it's definitely an insecurity thing. If a girl decides that she really wants to, even a butch queen, if they decide that they really want to, pursue the trade, because me myself,
Explain what
I've
a bush
never.
queen is, though, for the people who
Oh,
who
a
don't
butch
know.
queen. A guy like myself, a gay male, you know what I mean? It could be a gay male that chooses to be a little masculine. It could be a gay male that chooses to be a little feminine. But, it's MSM. But it's definitely like an insecurity thing for me. Me personally, I've never dealt with the trade.
You sure?
But, yeah, I've never dealt with the trade.
Trade is tricky.
I've never dealt with the trade, but one thing that I can say, I have dealt with guys and kept it a secret.
You played the trade.
Why did you do that?
But that's not a
'Cause
direct,
it-
but
'cause
that's
I
not
think
what
it's-
trade is. And see, if
Like
we're going to
trade is- okay,
educate,
right,
if
yeah,
we're going to
I'm sorry.
educate our viewers, we have to be sure
Yes,
to make sure it's sure. Because really brief, we had a discussion, and someone was calling someone a showgirl, but it was in terms of them being negative. It was in terms of them showing out. So they referenced them to a showgirl. I said, no, I'm a showgirl. I worked very hard to establish that title, and I'm not going to allow that title to be directly connected with negativity.
You're right. Yeah.
So he is not the Trey.
You're not the
He just had a discreet encounter.
Yeah,
He had a discreet encounter.
and I think I think like people like me are entitled to, do so. And, we're adults. I think that we should have adult encounters or whatever, and especially if you're, not with anyone or anything like that. Now, I know the trade probably deal with people and have girlfriends at home.
Yes, you're
whatever.
right, and kids and children.
But
That's another thing. Well, you're married, honey.
Yes, I am.
You're married.
But I have had some experience, and I can speak, and I've grown from my experience.
Okay.
And I think that's why I am married, and God has blessed me with a husband, because I've had my fair share of experience.
Right. So would you? I mean, so yes. So speaking from those experiences, would you have messed with a man that is married with a family?
I wouldn't have messed with a man that was married with a family
Why you-
without compensation in the past. No, I would not have. Without compensation. There was a whole, a whole line of ducks that needed to be in a row for me to be in a situation like that. Would I do it now? Absolutely not. Would I have done it to survive and to get where I needed to be? Yes, I have. So?
I want to briefly interject, and because I know we've brought this topic up a couple times throughout this session. People do have sex for money. It's reality. You know what I'm saying? Within our community, if there's anybody that's watching that's not a part of our community, it's reality for us if it's not reality for you.
Definitely.
If you're not one of the girls that encountered or dealt with that type of experience, then you got a girlfriend that has, and it's not to judge anyone.
No.
I don't judge anyone. I have friends that do it, that have done it, or whatever the case may be. But some people go through different things in their life. You know what I mean? It could be to get through their struggle. It could be to make it a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But just make sure that when you guys or girls are doing what it is that you're doing out there, just protect yourself.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You don't know these people. You know what I mean? Just protect yourself. Just protect yourself. That's the only thing that you can do, because you can talk to the people and you can ask people how it is. Yeah, it's a mess. You can ask people about their statuses and but people still have that right to be dishonest. So you take responsibility for your health and you protect yourself. That's what I just want to say.
Shout out to Will. I think just to piggyback a little bit off of what Chasmar said, in our lifestyle, survival sex is real. Some people consider it prostitution, some people consider it escorting, some people consider it whatever it is. It's survival sex. When you're not born into a community with a silver spoon in your mouth, or a job opportunity, or you're given slack for the lifestyle that you live in school and at home, a lot of times, only thing you can do is what you have to do, and that is survive. So
the key is to build, is to grow from that.
The key is to grow, allow it to be a stepping stone.
Come on.
Right.
But while you're having survival sex,
Be
it's
safe.
Be safe. It's about protection. Getting on PrEP.
Definitely getting on PrEP.
And using protection at the same time.
Definitely coming and figuring out what's going on here at the AMP study.
And also thinking about the Rochester Victory Alliance being part of the AMP study, antibody-mediated prevention. We are looking for people between the ages of 18 and 50, men who have sex with men, trans women and trans men who have sex with men who are HIV negative. Our study does compensate up to $2,500 over a course of 2 years, and it's just looking at a new antibody that basically fights HIV within HIV negative people. So definitely think about that. Yes,
Yes,
God.
it's-
Yes, God. Yes.
It's a great.
So come help us save the world and get your coin at the same time.
Yes. And so
Get
funny
your
because,
coin.
That was some tea.
That was
was
the
Trying to save the world and get your coin while doing it.
Won't he do it?
Yes, God. And April 18th is
National Transgender HIV Testing Day. April 18th, next Tuesday. So this is the last time you'll see us before that day. Your next show will be the day after.
Yes, the day after.
So
It
you
will
guys
be-
remember to come get tested. Come on down to Mocha. Stop at any of your local testing sites if you guys are out of town. But it's very imperative that we get tested and we know our status.
Yes, stay informed.
You feel
stay
so much better when
educated.
you do.
Yes. You do.
You
You
really
definitely.
do. You can really talk, John.
Now I had like a weird question to ask both of you, honey.
I love weird questions.
As far as the trade, now do you guys think that if a trade is getting kaboinkas in the butt, do you think that he's the trade?
Okay, hold on. Oh, yes. I just want to shout out
I just had to do it now.
Miss Vizcaya over in New Jersey. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you,
She's
Jersey,
loving
yes.
sipping tea with us all. I also want to shout out Apples. Hey, sister. I hope to see you at the
We done got life apples.
And Miss Dante, the first
Yes,
Miss Victory
Victory
Alliance.
Alliance.
Yes.
We gotta give y'all some love, our viewers. So be sure to share and like this video, so we can show it to everybody. We want everybody to see it and sip their tea and get to know what's going on.
Before we go into that one question I asked, can you be a co-host all the time?
I love
You're
it.
taking my job away.
I'm
taking my job away.
sorry, sis. I'm a leader.
I love it.
She loving her son.
I know she loves it. She loves
Listen,
her
honey,
shit.
they say you only get 10 minutes of fame.
You better jump on it.
I'm trying to get my 10 minutes. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah. But the question, to feedback to the question. Oh,
I just get tickled sometimes. I'm sorry.
are you guys together, baby?
I got it together.
Hi, more Marcus. Thank you for viewing.
Yes.
So the question.
You guys remember the question?
Yes, I do remember.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm a pageant girl, so of course I remember the question.
Okay. Well, do you think that men who get men who are the trade who get I want to say
Who receive anal pleasure?
Who gets bashed?
Yes, anal pleasure. Who
Bashed.
gets their yams
Okay.
baked and slammed.
Okay.
Do you think that they are?
Can't do
She
it.
went all the way.
Do you think are they still considered the trade?
I say yes,
Yes.
because they're trade.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're getting their rocks.
Most trade are interested in anal play for themselves, for self sexual gratification. So I don't think that that's a deal breaker for their title. I do think that that is something that comes connected.
But for some girls, it's a deal breaker.
It's for a deal breaker for
Is it
the
a deal
girl,
breaker? Is it a deal
but not a
breaker for
deal
you?
breaker for the trade.
No, it's not.
Is that a breaker for you,
Charlie.
honey?
Not at all, Charlie.
Just open and candid. I'm just sorry.
I tell the tray if you want to talk
And that's why I explained to her that I've told her that she was trade a few times.
Yes. Do you have any more shout outs?
Having fun.
Oh my God. You have any more shout outs?
We have Anthony Washington tuning in.
Hi,
Anthony.
Anthony.
Thank you. Make sure you share this video.
Share
got
your
any questions?
And we got Chase watching. He said he's watching from
Hey,
both
Chase.
profiles. And it
Yes.
was super lit. So
Yes.
thank you. That's
I love Chase.
my
I
Mocha
love
family.
Yes.
Yes.
Mocha
But do we think it's a deal breaker now?
Do we think it's okay?
Do we think it's a deal breaker?
No.
Studio audience.
Hello.
The trade.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you ask and they show up.
Oh, child. I'm not gonna. Oh,
You better
child.
know it.
Ooh,
I know y'all see my eyes, my neck, my bag done flip.
That's Mama
been a
Patty.
couple.
I live for this show now, Ms. Apples.
Whatever.
So we're gonna do a wrap up question and then we're gonna say our goodbyes. Yeah, we don't last that long. I'm sorry.
No, we got a couple more.
Oh, I mean, it's up to you guys. But you know what, I'm just gonna ask this question. You can take it from there. But
We want you guys to ask some
Yes.
questions. We want to answer
Ask
some
a
questions
question.
for you. No topic is off limits.
Not at all.
Ask
Even
us.
if
You
it-
have four
even
pillars of the Rochester community. And
go.
you have an opportunity for us to answer
Answer any
any
of your
question
questions.
that you ask. So feel free to ask us a question. We want to answer. We want to.
I love it.
oh, and just a quick thought. Where did you get this dress from, honey?
My sister,
Are you gonna give her props out, honey? Are you gonna give her a
big
little-
ups to Champagne Anissa. AKA Janelle Bizarre. My sister, I love her. Whenever me and her go
We
shopping,
always get- we-
whenever we go
we both have the dress.
we both got the same dress. So I was like, girl, let me get this dress. She was like, I'm gonna get you one. I'm gonna get you one.
You real
I'm gonna
geeky
get
in
you
that.
one. It's delusion. That's how I grab the boys.
Put the coat on too with it.
I'm sure
This for the children. You know, this show the code. She on her marriage.
Oh, someone asked us
She
a
on her
question.
marriage.
Chase Jordan asks, is hygiene a deal breaker?
Yes.
Ooh,
I'm sorry,
yes,
I
God.
almost jumped to the phone.
Yes,
Hello,
God.
Another
Sorry.
studio
Hi.
audience
Hi.
member. Hi.
Shalom.
Yes, God.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, God.
And is it that you?
Definitely. I mean,
Yes, God.
when it
How
comes,
dare you?
Listen,
That's all I have to
it
say.
ain't nothing worse than going down and you smelling clams and bakes, honey. It's just not
Child,
what
let
it
me
is.
tell you
It's
one
not
time.
what it is.
Miss Thing called
Or a
herself
bucket of
coming.
medallions.
Miss Thing called herself coming to my house one time.
Miss Thing. Oh, was it Miss
Yeah.
Thing? She knows she wrong.
Girl, I'm telling you, girl, I went to go. I took a whiff. That whole back area was just wrong.
What you mean, the front or the back?
The back
back.
area. The back area. And I'm like, child, you gotta go home.
all the giblets.
Because that ain't right.
You can't.
It was
Right.
spoiled,
You
Jimmy.
can't give her a
And
full
she,
service.
and she had the nerve to ask me, could she hop in the shower? No, not at my house.
Ooh,
You gotta
you might
go.
tank the tub.
You gotta go.
You might tank the tub.
You gotta go.
Tank the tub.
And we not trying again because that was a bad experience.
This is daytime,
Darling,
so
it
I'm
was
not
a
going
chop.
to even say
Oh,
nothing.
and then,
This
and if
daytime
you,
talk. This
speaking
daytime
of
talk.
hygiene, thank you, Chase, for that. But
can't say
speaking of hygiene, if y'all about to have people climbing y'all backs, please do what y'all need to do.
Monkey
Take
wrench
care of
that thing.
Hi, Bianca.
Yaka!
Quick question from Janai Couture. Why do most people think trans women are supposed to date straight men?
Oh God, that's so funny because that is a topic that I wanted to have on a later day, but we could do a little quick.
I mean, I just think that
That's a good
I
question.
feel like nowadays, what is straight, what is gay?
Come on.
There's so many blurred lines as to where there were so many direct gender roles in the past. Now you have guys wearing skinny jeans and skirts, and you have women who are wearing tomboy clothing. So lines of gender and sexuality, lines are really blurred. As far as my personal opinion, I don't feel like trans women directly have to be with straight people. I think that trans women should adapt a pansexual way of thought, and in that meaning that they would fall in love with whoever they were connected with.
I like
You know,
that.
I
What do
totally
you-
Individually.
Just, I know you agree, and I'm gonna get on you. What do you think?
As far as, I figure you date who you want to date. You know what I'm saying? I have friends and I have really close friends that date people that are kind of like them or more feminine than they are. And at first I didn't get it, and I would ask them like, wait, so who doing who, and how is that working out? Because I figured that you would date somebody a little more masculine, you know, but it doesn't.
say a feminine guy can't rock your world.
Right.
And that's
Exactly.
And that's exactly how it was presented to me.
Yes,
And
just because it might appear one way does not mean that's
So my question to you: would you date a transgender person?
When I date a transgender person, actually we had this talk last week. Me and Giselle had that talk last week. So I would consider, I'm not into the girl thing. Not into the girl thing. I was back in the day, my boy days. And that was mainly because I had people around me and influences around me, like people that I really cared about, kind of cared about me being more masculine. But that wasn't true to me, you know. But as far as, I'm not into the female figure thing. But as far as a trans man, I don't know. He would have to face me so I can see the male figure in him, you know. Yeah, but
Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to Michelle. We love you, Michelle. Michelle is in Florida. She's from Florida, but she's on the West Coast right now. So we're being viewed over on the West Coast. So Michelle, sis, be sure to like and share this video. Thank you.
Yes, thank
Tim
you.
had a question.
Tim who?
Tim Walters.
Okay.
Would you date someone who is unemployed, no source of income? If you would or have, how was that experience for you?
What you going through, girl?
okay, so me, as far as dating someone that's unemployed, that, you know, whatever the case may be, I have done it. I have done it. But my thing is, I date people based on personalities, their potential that they have, and whatever the case may be, because we can work through that. You know what I mean? And I've been with people that didn't start from nothing when we got together. But you know, if you with me, you doing something. So I build them. You know what I mean? But you gotta have it in you to be able to deal with you know, whatever you are willing to deal with.
And they gotta have it in them for them to be able to
Definitely.
take it and run with it.
And you have to be with someone, if you're in a situation with someone that you love and care about, if they would do the same for you, then it's okay for you to do that for them as long as they're being productive and trying to find something. When we were in an accident in October, my husband was working and I was out of work. And it was really a new experience for me because I've always worked. And my husband took care of me while I was out of work. And I don't see a problem with that. If my husband was out of work, then I would have to provide for him as well.
Exactly.
That's
You
right.
know, as long as he was working towards becoming employed again.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. If I would definitely allow my husband to be unemployed if I knew it was a particular reason why he was unemployed. If he's moving towards something that is going to be employment,
Yes, it
then
definitely
I would
is.
definitely take care of home. I'm definitely about that. So yeah, I agree.
And that's also a big part of like relationships and stuff like that. It happens. You have trials and tribulations that you guys have to work together to overcome it. It makes your bond strong.
But going into it, just please make sure that if this man ain't got no job, he ain't got nothing going on, if he ain't trying to show you that he ain't got nothing going on, and all he doing is smoking weed and doing whatever else,
Playing video games.
Send him on down to the AMP study. He
Yeah.
can get
He can come
$2,500.
You know what? There you go. There you go.
If your man is at home and he's broke and he's sitting on the couch, send him down to Victory Alliance, get him involved in the AMP study, so he can at least make up to $2,500 within
Right.
a series of
and we'll get them bills paid.
So my thing is, if he's unemployed within the relationship, but he was originally employed, and throughout the time he becomes unemployed, that's okay. But if you meet a man unemployed from the get,
She broke
From
it
the
down.
get.
yo, baby,
From
you
the
should,
get.
you know. Do you have another question?
I mean, I know it could be good, but really,
We do
is
have
it
another
that
question. Shout out to Kenya Cooper. My
Kenya.
sister, she's over in Buffalo. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Okay.
Yes.
So we have another question from Moore Marcus. Would you all date someone who only wants to receive what they can from you? Basically a leech. Absolutely not.
No.
good? It happens though.
No.
No,
it
we
does
would
happen.
not openly go through that,
gonna
but I
come,
mean, it
yeah.
happens. People always want to put their best representative first from time to time.
Yes, they
And then
do.
sometimes, you know, it's you're in a facade. You're in just a daze, and it's just so good and wonderful, and cookies and cakes and wow.
Yeah.
And then you realize your goat is missing. Your
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about with trade
What happened?
before we wrapped. So my girls, I feel like I need to get close up on a camera. So my girls that are dealing with these trade individuals that we classify as trade, I want you girls to be careful. I want you girls to be aware that these trade individuals are the same individuals that are putting a target on our back.
Yeah.
As an African American trans woman, we have become targets. We have become targets to violence. We have become targets to being robbed. We have become targets to being murdered. So I want you guys to have discretion with the gentleman that you invite in your home, the gentleman that you invite in your body, the
Yes.
gentleman that you invite in your spirit and in your space. Be very aware that not only could this person become your worst nightmare, but this is a person that you picked. So have discretion. No, all trade is not bad, but I want you guys to be aware and
Aware,
pick and
please.
choose and ask important questions and get to know. You need to know where this individual lives. You need to have a point of reference with this individual's family.
Have a
Do
girlfriend
not-
who you can send the information to, so
Yes.
if something happened, they know how to come and find him and handle that.
Yes,
Here we go.
protect yourself. Protect
We're not citing violence on the show,
yourself.
There's no violence.
We want you girls to protect yourself. Okay, gotta keep oil. Yep, gotta keep oil in your lamp. That's right, Michelle. Shout out to Ryan, Buffy, my daughter, and her
Hi,
new
Buffy.
cosmetic procedures.
Yes.
We love you. Shout out. Okay, yes, y'all could have said it better. Yes, okay. So, any final thoughts or any final questions from you guys before we wrap?
Yes, I will. I have one final question to ask both of you. Yes. This is going back towards the pageant. You can bring that topic back up again. I mean, is there some advice that you want to give to the new coming in successors that will replace you as Mr. and Ms. Advice?
I would just say basically just keep yourself open and just try and be as much as hands-on, and it just better the legacy. That's it. Try bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying? And just learn and grow. It's. I really enjoyed this year. It's really cool. I did a lot of fun stuff, and I'm here on the show and stuff like this. I love it. You know what I'm saying? This has been a really fun year for me. I had a lot going on this year. Just in case you guys might not know, I just got another. I did another meeting with the girls for the women's magazine.
Wonderful.
That we did, yes. So there's actually an article in there this month on me.
What magazine? Women's magazine?
The Women's Magazine, Rochester Women's Magazine.
Yes.
So is that what it's called?
Yes,
Yeah,
the Rochester Women's Magazine. So if you guys are out at Wegmans, you can catch it out. It's really good. It's just talking about my next decisions in life and where I'm deciding I want to go.
Okay.
Well, we wish you all the luck and all the happiness your heart and your hands can hold.
Thank you.
In reference to that, what I would like to see from you girls is any pageant or any organization where there's a multitude of people, it's sort of in reference to like a recipe. So a recipe comes with multiple ingredients, and each ingredient is well needed, but it's also extremely unique. So be your own ingredient. Don't copy, don't take from, be original, be yourself, and bring what you have to add to this amazing recipe. Be your own ingredient.
Yeah.
We have another question.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
lovely.
Okay, another question from Evan Claiborne. Hi, Evan.
Hi.
And shout out to Edward. We miss you guys as well.
Yes.
We
Hi,
miss you as
Edward.
well. So the question is, why do you all think that dates/dating isn't thought of in a traditional way in our community as far as going on dates, etc.? That's an amazing question.
Those are two different things. Dates and dating are two different things. When you're going out to date, it is what it is. It's just two different things. I love dates. Period. Going out on dates, movies, and dinner and things of that nature. And you know, going to the festivals and riding. It's really cute. I'm really a romantic I'm mushy. I really am. I love that. Getting caught in the rain, kissing the rain, all that stuff. I love all that dating stuff. And then dates, I mean, next person. It's daytime, and I have to.
I think that dating in our lifestyle has become extremely passé and untraditional because there are so many people who do enjoy hooking up. There are so many hookup sites that are directly geared towards our lifestyle.
I was going to add that in, honey. Oh my God.
It provides the people in the LGBTQ with provides them with an opportunity to do just that, hook up. And because there's so much hooking up going on, and there's so much social media going on, there is not enough conversation. We talked about this Monday. Remember, with Bridget? And because her family. So because of social media and the world that we live in today, it makes dating a lot harder.
I do remember now. I'm so sorry.
Thank you,
Yes,
sis.
I'll be blind sometimes. I'm sorry.
That is true because nobody wants to try anymore. And it's like at this time, it's like I feel old because I can say I remember when a man will open the door for me, or I can remember when, I would see a person out in the street and help them across the street. It's like a lot of people, we are not just fighting for it. It's okay to be nice. It's okay to go out on a date. It's okay to open a door for somebody. And yes, all these sites, that's all it is hooking up.
It's straight to sex.
All of them, that's all it is.
There's no dating,
If you could see my inbox,
and chill, all that. That's
people always say to me, why aren't you always on Facebook? Because if people can see some of the stuff that is said to me in my inbox, number one, I do many things, but I'm a lady first.
Are kind of just like full with inappropriate stuff.
For no reason.
I mean, I could friend somebody. I could friend the guy on Facebook. Don't know him from a can of paint.
Thank you.
And the first thing he sent me is a pic of his penis, and I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for that.
That's a direct connection.
I know what it looked like.
It's a direct connection of the over-sexualism of people in our lifestyle.
Yes.
Gay people are over-sexualized, and a lot of times we fall into it. trans women are very over sexualized.
We are extremely sexual.
So
We are
people
sex.
look at us like an ice cream buffet.
Girl.
They don't just want to commit to having strawberry. They want butter pecan and cookies and
No,
cream.
we
and
are
vanilla
Pokemon.
and
They look
chocolate.
at us Pokemon. We gotta catch them all. That's how they look at the girls.
Shout out to Damien. Thank you for tuning in. Share this
Love you,
video.
Damien. Share,
like
share.
it.
Shout
One
out
of
to-
the real husbands of Rochester.
Hello.
That's Paige's husband.
Yes, I know,
Yes,
baby.
God.
About Boogers. Shout out to Mother B Pies, my wife. I love you, girl. I know you're gonna be watching.
Oh, and Michelle made a very good point. She said, in the trans community, it's hard because men love to waste time.
Wasting time.
You just preached. That was not but the
just
truth.
Maybe
told
we
her
should get Michelle in on a taping.
Yes, that'll be luscious.
Yes, most definitely.
Yes,
Michelle,
yes,
come on in. Inbox me, please, if you want to come on. I would love it. Oh, she live here?
No, she lives in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but we're directly connected to Pulse and all the things that happen down there. So that would be a great topic. And
We can Skype. I love
Guys, we
Skype.
can do a
We can
Skype,
Skype and
yeah.
Splice.
she can come and visit.
Okay, right.
She will come and visit.
She'll come and chill out.
Well, I just want to let you guys know, if I don't get an opportunity to before this is over, thank you guys for this opportunity.
Oh, no
I
problem.
believe in this show so much. I'm
Oh,
so
thank you,
proud of
Marie.
you too. Thank you for having me a part of this.
Oh, yes.
And
Wanna have you all the way.
I'm just super happy for you guys, honestly. Like this is grassroots marketing, and you're starting from the ground up, and you have nowhere to go but up.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of you guys for taking the initiative to do this and give the viewers an opportunity to see things from our perspective. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of this.
We're honored to have you
Yes.
both on.
Yes.
We are
Yes.
Yes,
very
I want to
honored.
thank you too, because this is really great. Because I remember seeing both of y'all. I feel like the old hen. Lord. No, but like, honestly, though, this is really amazing, though. I was watching the show before. I was totally ran into you last Friday. I was like, oh, I'm going on next week, right?
Yes,
I'm
yes.
going to the show. That I'm really
She made me
excited.
aware. She was right
Yes,
there.
I'm really excited about stuff like this. It's beautiful awareness, and I just love to see us broadcasting the tea and being honest and seeing that there's other levels to us. It's not just a one-sided thing.
We're not just one-trick ponies. Shout out to Richard, DJ Remy over in Buffalo. Thank you for tuning in. Like and share
Yes,
this
like and
video.
share, DJ.
Thank you. Yes.
Last night the DJ saved my life.
So we're gonna, so it was an honor having you guys on.
Yes. Yes, baby, yes.
All I just love yourselves, kids. That's what I wanted to love yourself no matter what happens, what goes on. Just love. That's all I have to say. Just love. Please love yourself.
And
Make
you
sure-
guys check out
Peace,
that
love, and
check out the
prosperity.
AMP study. It's amazing.
I am.
Get in here, call, like, comment, inbox, whatever you need to do to get involved with the AMP study, because it's going to make a difference. And we
Help
need
us make a
people
difference.
like ourselves. We need to know that this works on people like us.
Right.
So we need you to step forward and be a part of this.
Yes,
It's something
girl,
great.
yes.
It's something great.
Yes.
Yes. She stayed,
Us,
she
hello.
stayed doing my job.
Am I doing your
Like,
job?
No, stay doing my job.
You guys do not forget.
And what's funny, the thing about it is that AMP is a global study. So
Yeah.
we're doing here in Rochester, but we're doing it all across the United States, even in South America, and even in
South
Sub-Saharan,
Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah.
Obviously, Sub-Saharan Africa, same thing. So even if you're not in Rochester, you should really go to Rochester betweenlines.org and to look to see where else we're doing it, because we do have it listed on there. And
Another great place. I would love to see all of my trans brothers and sisters at the Mocha Center every Monday from 4 to 5:30. We have an amazing trans support group
yes, God,
that
yes.
Giselle is very active, and she's there always talking about the AMP study and giving us information. So it's a great way to network with other trans people and to get a perspective and know that you're not the only person going through what you think you are going through.
Most definitely. We gotta get you in there.
Yes, we
We gotta
do.
get you to the group.
I've invited.
I've been hearing a lot of good
I've-
things about this
The
group
group.
is
Yes,
great.
it's been
Well, I
great.
tell them all the
Great
time
group.
about
I'm
it. I tell them.
It's been great. It's called Living Authentically.
Ooh, I like
So
that.
cute. Mimi, I like the way that
That's
sounds.
So maybe we'll do a little Facebook something.
Oh, that's
Yeah, we will.
yeah.
Maybe we could.
Yeah, we can. That sounds lovely. Yes.
I love
Definitely.
it.
So thank you guys for tuning in.
Make sure you guys don't forget to tune in.
Let's toast these people.
Don't forget to tune
Oh
in
my gosh,
next week.
Sage Summers.
At
Oh my
1.
gosh, Sage Summers. That's
Sage, honey.
West Coast, honey.
Hi,
Midwest. Thank you so
all
much
guys.
for
Thank
tuning
you
in.
all for tuning
Share
in.
and like.
Don't forget to tune in next Wednesday at 1 p.m. We will be here spilling the tea.
Honey,
Spilling the tea.
And sometimes, honey, your tea just
runneth
runneth
over.
Yes, God.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Mwah. Thank